Poetry Slam experience. The following pieces feature poetry, spoken word, monologues, and songs written by a number of students in our department. It was a collective effort and exploration between the dancers and myself. In the order in which they recite, here are the writers whose work you will hear today: Aliya Pimental, Oliver Foster, Anna Smith, Alex Tischer, Allison Osborne-Nurse, Chap Holin, Aidan Lord, Melissa Matarrese, and Andrea Gutiérrez. Thank you and enjoy.
What someone loves makes a person. I enjoy warmth and sunlight, the way it touches my cheek, even more so on a chilled afternoon. I could stare at the stars for as many hours as they are available to the plain eye. And the moon, how could you not get swallowed up in it? It's constant, like a kid watching from a car window on a twilight drive. It follows you. I like soft blankets that are freshly cleaned, little pecks on the lips, over and over. Yes, I enjoy things that I can own or hold in the palm of my hand. And of course I value words, or else I wouldn't read them. I wouldn't write if I didn't find beauty within them. Most of all, I love to feel. I enjoy things that stir inside of me, that calm the storm and leave me content.
My soul groove makes my bones move. Sleek and meek is the boy with guitar, rock star, hoo-ah, holds my hand in the car. I really noticed you, and you really noticed me. I gave you my moon, my femininity. The king's son is walking, and he's by my side. I'm holding his flowers, even though they have died. Your lips leave tea, noticed by me, tongue tasted like honey from a bee. So in tune with you playing. Sex hormones, seeds sown, leaving gifts of your cologne. I held on to you like foam at the tip of my coffee, gripping, leaving refractions of your true feelings onto my lips. A kiss, one that I miss when the sun dips below the horizon, a horizon that once we walked and stalked an idea created in the mind of a man who never felt this. A kiss like this, a miss like this, a sweet, sweet bliss like this. Spliffs, tryst, an honest wish. You give me kisses and more than gifts. Kisses in winter when the sky stays gray blue. Miss me in summer and I'll know this is true.
I love my smile. I always have. That smile I picked and plucked at, wiggling and dancing with the teeth in my mouth, waiting for one to be the first to fall. That smile I flashed on the playground, so bright and rigid that the kids would smirk. That smile I've had to explain to so many, but that I never had to explain to me. They coated her with glue. A metal universe now lived inside my mouth, leaving cuts on the inside of my cheeks and blood on my lips. I loved it still. Every battle along my molars only made it brighter, only made it stronger. Then came the days where doubt crept in, the years of cruel male voices and skinny jeans, the years when my smile started to scare me. My smile was embarrassed. My lips held it captive. It stayed small as I moved through the halls. She was hiding, growing in secret. The day the gates opened up again, no one was ready. My smile was loud. My smile was back. My smile was no longer afraid of its imperfect rhythm, of its unique uniform. My smile was finally happy. Then came the days when masks went up. A curtain hooked behind my ears that hid my happy smile again. A curtain I wore to keep people safe. Every day hiding the smile I worked so hard to build back up. The smile they all tore down. The smile that they had stolen from me. Now, all they could see was my eyes. And God, I hate my eyes.
What luck to live in today's world. Not a year earlier, or decade, or century. Time slithers on. The ingenuity of today, the cutting edge, has not this feeling accompanied every Homo sapien? The objectivity of discovery stands no match to the feeling such luminance grants the illuminator. My electronic wax tablet, no more ingenious in context than Kailun's paper. My skyscraper weeps, the first teepee capturing the same awe. And you, dejected and dull, take joy knowing that the world has never been this way before and will never be this way again. Lift your head to the present. Present as if you were the only version of yourself ever to live. Because you are.
I try to run, I try to scream, I hope, I pray, I wish someday that I'll awaken from this dream. I can't breathe. The weight of the world is crushing me. So please, oh please, can I lean on you? There's no one else I can turn to. I really need a friend before my time here ends. Will you catch me if I fall? I don't wanna lose it all. So please, oh please, please, please. I'm overwhelmed. I'm in my head. These feelings come and I am numb. Will not succumb to this dread. Something's wrong. I can't help but feel like it's all my fault. So please, oh please, can I lean on you? There's no one else I can turn to. I really need a friend before my time here ends. Will you catch me if I fall? I don't wanna lose it all. So please, oh please, please, a friend before my time here ends. Will you catch me if I fall? I don't wanna lose it all, so please.
I can see it coming. Long days of sunlit silence that make me wonder about yesterday, what is, what isn't, what could be, and what will. It all feels so freshly the same. Oh God. What if those sunlit days have already come? How did I know? How did I not? Time is one twisted bitch. Close your eyes. Don't utter a sound. Do you feel that? Silence lay steady upon the hill. I can't stay here. I have to go back. So I've come home again. To all the things I left behind, all the things that haunt me still. Ghosts walking down long halls. Can you see them too? Time is so different here. It makes my stomach turn like a mother saying no, or like death when you feel it coming. It halts your surroundings. It freezes your fingertips. I returned home alone. But have I? This house. This house. This house breathes in all things living and... Anyway. This house. This house. This house has teeth. It won't say I'm sorry or I love you. It chews, and then it spits you out like a whore on the streets past midnight. I remember seeing me there. In so many twisted ways. I remember seeing me. As I would be now. And as I will be. I remember seeing me. Just like those ghosts. The bent neck lady keeping me up at night. Hanging from all the broken dreams. The lost wishes that are so far below the ceiling. What do you do then? To get those back? What do you do? But fall.
People talk about feeling invisible, but that's not the right word. No one's invisible. Invisible implies that one made the choice to evaporate from foreign gazes. In reality, they are ignored, overlooked. Speeches that every guidance counselor preaches about those poor kids. Those poor kids that are struggling to be noticed by their more socialized peers. Why is it their job to make others notice them? Why is it a struggle and not a problem? Why do I have to change myself just to feel like I exist? Like I am worthy to breathe the same air as everyone else? I receive false pleasantries from a safe distance. People ripple around me like I'm a disturbance in a calm pond, steal themselves away from my apparent radioactivity. I mean, it's insanity, right?
We use these empty gestures to prevent conscious thought of fleeting life. Everyone on their own cosmic timeline that has to be clocked out at some point, so why spend those 5 seconds to say something if you really don't care? We have 24 hours in the day, and you just wasted those 5 seconds. Those seconds are gone now. Goodbye, you've spent them. And I'm sorry, that you feel so inclined to spend that time to aid your moral compass, but really ask yourself what that gave you. What mystical brownie points did you earn by talking to such a stunted and entirely underwhelming shell of a human being? You don't need to pretend anymore. As far as you seem to understand, you've done all you could. You asked how I was doing. But you'll be gone before you hear the reply.
My mother loved hummingbirds. My grandmother loved hummingbirds. When I was little, my mother used to tell me that when she was pregnant with me in California, that they would fly by her classroom all the time. She told her father about it, and he was in awe. He would say that it was my mother's grandmother coming to check in on her and her baby. It was their special thing. When I was 7, I did a report on hummingbirds. I've never even seen a hummingbird. When I was little, my mother had these beautiful handmade hummingbird earrings. Buying them was one of her very few acts of kindness that she did for herself. On the day of my report, she let me borrow them, and when I wore them to school, I wore my hair in a high ponytail so that everyone would see them. I wore my mother's earrings all day, playing with them as I stared out the window, trying to imagine a little bird just like the one floating beneath my earlobe. When I went on the playground at recess, suddenly my stomach twisted. One ear was heavier than the other. The earring was gone. I sobbed and sobbed, begging everyone to help me look, even my teachers. I dug through piles of mulch until it was time to go inside, my nails covered in dirt, feeling devastated. I was terrified to tell my mom. But when I did, she just smiled and said it was okay. But I knew she was heartbroken. Months passed, winter came and went, snow fell and then melted. I had long forgotten about the earrings. Until one day, I was playing on that very same playground, and I looked down, only to see a tiny little dirt-crusted hummingbird earring sitting there. Almost as if it had been dropped down at that very moment. I didn't believe in God then, sometimes I doubt it even now. But that day I felt a warmth grow inside my chest because I knew there was no possible way that that earring could have been there when I had looked so hard for it months before. It had flown off somewhere, only to float back to me and my mom that day, ready to come home.
Let me just start off by saying your value is infinite. Your existence in itself is a beautiful gift, and others notice it too. I can see your heart engulf everything in its path, flood the world with love and hope so no one gets left behind, except yourself. See, you know how much it hurts to feel useless. To feel incapable, to feel worthless, like your life is a burden, so people should care less, so you pull others to shore using every ounce of energy you have left until you get caught in the tide. But who needs a rope and a lifesaver when it doesn't look like you're drowning? So you float away, hoping someone will notice. But then again, you don't really want them to. See, a part of you doesn't know anything else than to do it by yourself, so you put your problems on the back shelf of a library only you have a card for. So you lock the front door because it's safe when you are the only one with a key. The outside of the building is what you want people to see. Then it's easy. Why do I only trust me? Why do I tell myself I have to do this alone? Because I look fine? People post their problems online every day. It's no big deal. Come on, Melissa. It's okay to feel, Melissa. It's okay not to be the okay one. Why do you have to be the sun who lights up the world? Because sometimes you are not a sun. You are darkness and chaos and fear, and you just want to disappear, but you wear your heart on your sleeve, so people find that hard to believe. But then again, you don't tell them that you are not okay, because sometimes I don't know what to say, but I guess I can start by being honest today. I have high-functioning depression and anxiety, and with that comes great empathy for the pain of others. But I'm starting to understand it's impossible to hold up the entire world with my bare hands. And I'm realizing it's not my job to.
Picky. Please do not bring me just any water. I will not drink it. My leaves will wilt and I will cry. If only you would hear it. Don't think I will accept any soil. I need the perfect kind so my limbs will be happy and grow. Not too soft and not too coarse. Please do not get it wrong. I will scream and get so ugly you will want to throw me out. I need the perfect amount of light. It will please me to be by the sun, but please don't let the light burn me. I will shrivel up and get so weak you will not want me anymore. And that's okay. I am a flower and I am picky because I have been ugly and shriveled, and I have cried and I have screamed and gotten so weak my body collapsed on itself, leaving me a pile of fucking dirt. And I know now, your rays might feel heavenly and your water might quench me, but my roots will rot and stink and I will not want to be me anymore until I remember that I am a flower. So I pushed my limbs down and so tightly bound them no one can kill me now. And I know one day someone will get it right. They will get it right. I will get it right. Until then, I will be here. Not pretty, not ugly, but mighty, because I